Hey there viewers, my name's Torinski and welcome back to another Hades run. Where we last left off, we'd had a bit of an interesting run. Rough start to it, kind of recovered a bit, plateaued, and then right at the end we got lucky with Aphrodite's legendary boon, which allowed us to charm enemies using our weakness boon, which was on our basic attack. Pretty quick with the Malphon fists. So, turned out alright. We even learned that, well, curious, I may have even figured this out at some point and just forgotten, but we did figure out that we are able to stun our father out of some of his worst attacks. So we should definitely try and pay attention to that in the future. It kind of re-evaluates Aphrodite's call in my mind, because if we can use that as kind of a panic button to interrupt certain attacks, seems pretty sweet. But anyway, without any further ado, let's start heading into it here. Attempt number 49. Pretty much out of nectar, unfortunately, so don't know how much. Oh yeah, just have one. Can't really be handing it out quite as much anymore. Oh, father's gone.
You are the best, you know that, don't you, boy?
As always, pet the dog. Oh, what a good puppy. Then, okay, Achilles is here. Okay, last time I wasn't able to give you nectar because we talked. I'll go here. Learn more about deepening our relationship. We only have one heart with our buddy Achilles. Oops, jumping around a little bit there. Others of note. There we go. Oof. Where do I start? I get my last nectar too. Hey, hold on to it.
I require your discretion with regards to whom we spoke about last time. The Shade you met with in Elysium.
I understand. What can I do about this, sir? There must be something. But you have to let me know what's going on.
Very curious.
He is the reason that I'm here. Patroclus lost his life before I did, because of me. I shortly followed, in a rage. When I arrived here, I received a hero's welcome. Your father himself ushered me to Elysium. But that's not what I wanted.
You wanted to see Patroclus, but he's in Elysium or you... Oh no.
I signed a pact, lad. Felt the terms were good enough. He could live there, while I'd live here, at least for now. Such deals are most uncommon, and their confidentiality must be upheld. But let's speak no more of this for now, alright? Some other time.
It's a pretty
Alright.
big sacrifice to make. Salutes to you, Achilles.
Oh, Prince! Persephone! Your mother, wow, she's... wow. It's no wonder you wanted to try to find her. She's something else. Although, I guess you didn't know that till you met her, huh? But still...
It's definitely an adjustment with my mother here, especially for her. I'm glad the two of you are getting on alright. I guess things will be different now, but hopefully it's for the better, isn't it?
Are you kidding? Didn't mean to be so rude. It's just, I think it's definitely better now. We're like a complete team.
That's super cute.
I guess we are.
Okay. Never really look through your stuff, do I, bud? Today is not that day.
No, mate, sometimes I worry that you're taking my tall tales rather seriously. You're not really going about and telling everyone this stuff, are you?
Come now, my friend. I know this is a test of faith. Of course I am committed to the spread of such heroic deeds as yours. And I do so enjoy getting to hear them first.
What have I done?
Exactly, Zag. Why would we go along with that
The head
niceness?
chef.
It's kind of an ass.
I'm gonna tell you something, Zagreus. I'm not getting any more used to losing to you like this. I mean, you don't even stop to rub it in. You know how humiliating that is.
Wait, you're saying you would feel less ashamed about the outcomes of our fights if I were to gloat more about beating you? How does that make any sense?
the humble approach. We're not being obviously tough and strong about it. Come on. It can
You know what doesn't
definitely
make
make
any
sense there.
That you keep beating me. I must be getting sloppy if I'm that predictable. Too bad none of the other wretches I have to deal with put up much of a fight.
I'll keep putting up a fight if it's any consolation.
Right, that's fair though.
Chef,
It's kind of
you bearing a quart
what you
apiece.
need in a job like that. All you're facing every day are a bunch of tiny little shades.
Greetings,
What
broker.
happens when something does try and escape? It's not that your skills are bad, it's just
Should check the garden.
definitely get rusty. Oh, should check the garden. Hopefully didn't miss out on anything. But always nerve-wracking. Don't know what kind of serious discussions might be taking place here.
Well, be that as it may, if they pester you at all, do let me know and I shall have them dealt with quickly.
Oh, dealt with. Because originally, I thought he was talking about his siblings. I don't know how you deal with them. Yes, in a metaphorical sense. Or rather, in a more social sense. It's always metaphorical, even if it's the more sinister dealing with.
Oh, Hades. I think the shades around here have been through enough as it is. I don't mind them.
It's the shades.
After all the time I spent on my own, having some company has been a welcome change.
You are certain all your needs have been provided for? Because if there's anything that you require,
Require? Look at this place, Hades. Look at me. I have everything. And so do you. Try not to worry quite so much. And be patient with your son. That's all I ask.
Oh, thanks, Mom, for
Persephone,
tagging
I
me in there.
cannot promise you such things. They're not my strengths. Besides, I have a reputation to uphold. God of the dead. If the wretches do not fear me, or you for that matter, what then?
Oh. Hell forbid.
I'm not going to tell you how to balance your work, your marriage, and your parental responsibilities. I don't think anybody on Olympus or below knows quite how best to manage that. So long as we do our best.
Yeah, that's a good
Our
attitude.
best. That I can promise you.
That's super cute. But okay, right, we also finished
Prophecy
up
has been fulfilled.
Prophecy. Goddess of the Hunt. We've taken every single Artemis boon, I'm guessing. Pretty cool. I think that's the first one of those we've gotten off the plate here. Find a way to reunite them. Yeah, grow closer with more Olympians. I think I need to get more people to the point where I'm feeding them the ambrosia instead of nectar. So far it's just Charon.
Been waiting over here.
Oh, he was gonna say.
Say, Skelly, how'd you get here anyway?
Oh, you know, just kind of zapped right in like Papa lets us do. Some of us sometimes. Why do you ask?
I meant, how did you get to the realm of the dead in the first place? Lord Hermes whisk you to the entryway? Thanatos scoop you up, Charon give you a lift? What?
Oh, well, that's a little personal, don't you think, boyo? I don't like to talk about it much. So, if I could have a little privacy.
Can't read his sources as well, right? That's like one of his tenets of life. The egg.
Let's see here.
Well, I mean, not really thinking about the keepsakes there. Pretty sure I'm going that way. But I did just notice at the bottom of this secret stash. Wow, I didn't know I could mouse down here. So I'm definitely missing some stuff still. Hopefully we'll figure it out one day here. I did pick up, just before we hop in here, conversations. Just wanted to check. We got a couple more whatchamacallits, nectars. So we could hand one out before we go. Skelly could get one. No, we only have two, I guess. Sorry, Skelly. Maybe another day. But alrighty. So, we have a couple of options here. We could tack on one more of these kind of standard difficulty increases, or I believe take them all off. Oh. Wait, no, I can't do this? Curious why I can't do that. Oh well, I guess it's a bit more straightforward than that. We don't have to worry about it. We'll take a quick look. Purging boons. Not yet. Soon. Move speed and attack speed. That's rough. Okie dokie. If that's the case, let's maybe tack some of these back on. Do I want jury summons? I wonder if I get more time on the Lambent Plume for jury summons, and I've been avoiding it for no reason. So I don't think I mind fights being longer necessarily. Well, let's try it out. May mean we get less stacks than usual, but heck, if we have a strong enough run, just won't be a problem anyway.
Let's see what happens.
But here goes. Starting off with the hammer. What have we got? Okay. Special becomes a charged shot that deals 50 base damage. It's kind of interesting. We get a ranged special instead. It's kind of wacky, isn't it? I think I just want long knuckle though. Something solid base to build off of, you know? Nah, I lied. Let's try it out.
There, that's it.
See what this does. Oh, jeez. Got hit right off the bat. That's not a great start. But I was definitely a little distracted. I should have tested it out down there. Charges up pretty fast. Okay. Cool. Well, let's... Oh, I should have re-rolled that. Oh, I'm a fool. Kind of jumped in without thinking. But... shot is interesting. It does fire pretty quickly. Oh my gosh. Didn't quite get the lemon boom. Dang.
Another key.
So, I'm not sure yet how all that shakes out. Dang. Do you want this over escape? So many choices though. Everything popping up at once. Good boon option. Special is definitely interesting. Okay, let's go down here, see how it goes. I guess we can at the very least do a little bit better in terms of maybe explosion chariots if they should show up here. Let's just keep these two stun locked for a bit. Oh gosh, see, I do not like you. Oh no. Oh jeez. Just be careful. I don't mind losing time. I'd rather be safe.
Fine, keep your trinket then.
Oh. So focused for a moment there. Alrighty.
Would that I knew the goddess Nyx myself, my kin. So many of my wars are waged by night. I am most grateful, and I wish her well.
That's nice. It's a good thought, at least. Okay. Curse of Pain could be interesting. Actually, a huge increase in damage. Think about it. It's tough because these are all pretty sweet options, like especially the slicing shot. Could definitely set a pace for a run, but we're trying some new stuff here. Let's maybe try out the special. We may just get to see how Doom affects stuff here when we actually focus on it a little bit. I don't think I've ever really used a Doom effect fully. It's usually just tacked on at the end of a run. Oops, I just walked in that trap. Anything else to hit? No. Not really seeing it benefit us too much yet. Should be pretty nice for the Fury fight though. Or if we can get something that triggers it. So what did, yeah, 1 pomegranate? Already up to 140, that's pretty nice as well. And then extra pomegranates? No, I think I will go for some money here. Just in case we run into a shop, I'd hate to not be able to do anything. Oh gosh, this is such a... Yeah. Oh jeez. Should have mixed in some punches properly there. One more? Nice. Not too shabby.
I'll just take that.
Am I missing anything? No, we're looking all clear here. Darkness, eh? Oh, we have a bunch of rerolls. Okay, I'll take a little bit of cash here. Let's try and attack the special on as soon as it triggers. Oh jeez, dodge over that one quite in time. It's interesting because our special does fire pretty quickly and we're not really taking advantage of that fully, but still I think a nice chunk of damage on that Doom. No, I won't worry about the heal for now. And let us head to an Aphrodite room. Like to get a couple more boons potentially if we're able to before the end here. Just walk right into that one. And fire that Doom and then get some punches in. I should be able to... Oh wait, don't have to worry about martyr bombs if we get Doom kills on them. That's kind of nice. And just walk away. Perfect.
Anyone else?
Okay, Aphrodite. No, you're just at 1 heart, so we won't spend nectar on you.
I sense the mark of my Lord Ares on you, love. He's poorly understood among the gods, yet surely you can see fair qualities in him and me.
Pretty much, with most of you Olympians, it's just the boons you give me. But, they're nice. Don't get me wrong. Okay. Cave of Despair. Damage foes around us and inflict weak. Hopefully won't be getting hit too much, even though I love the amount of epics we're seeing so far. Don't think they'll keep up throughout the whole thing. Maybe we'll just go with a different league for now. Get some damage reduction nice and early here. And we will go for the darkness this time. We don't take too much damage in this chamber. We should be able to heal up a little bit at the very least with the darkness pickup. could be nice. Okay. Getting a bit of a rhythm to this whole Doom thing already. Nice. There's the few occasions for us to pick up some more darkness these days. Oh jeez. This is a wacky room though. It's a crazy fight. Just dodging around trying to keep on top of everyone. Oh my gosh, another one. Okay. Still over 100 at the very least.
Good enough.
Good enough for me. Okay. And nice. Actually, right. That's a huge plus for us. I forget that we heal off darkness, so very happy with all that. Hello, Charon friend. Can no longer give you anything. Interesting.
I'll take it.
Okay. Critical strike on our hits. Maybe. We're seeking cast. It's a lower damage increase on deadly strike, but those crits are pretty huge when they do happen. And our special is kind of a set and forget for a couple attacks at least. So I think that does work out. But I want Hunter Dash and leave that slot open for something. Let's maybe do Hunter Dash for now, actually. I'm gonna try not to rely too heavily on it. Try not to get myself into dangerous situations. But dang, we're so close to being able to afford that Centaur Heart. But it's still a nice little damage boost, and yeah, leaves us open for some interesting attack options in the future. Oh, another first gate? Very cool. End up taking out a bunch of these guys as I just try and dash away from them. Come on. Oh, and that wasn't even the last one. Oh boy. So it does look like we don't get extra room time for the Lambent Queen when we use Jury Summons. Or this room is just weirdly long, because it's on forever. It was pretty slow at the start, but it went on for a long time, didn't it?
Come on, you knuckleheads. Think I got one.
Perfect. Oh, what a cute little hellfish. Okay. Dang, a double boom. Could be nice, right? What's in here? Gives double money. Can I reroll this into a boon? Ooh. I hate turning down a double, but I'm gonna try this out. Enjoy these little challenges.
Time now to pay your dues.
Okay. No damage. Okay, just little skulls. I was about to say those look like chariots. But for sure. Just trying to keep dodging around in circles here. Oh jeez, oh. Very lucky on some of those. Please. Yeah, there we go, on the skull, that's perfect. Oh boy. It was a close one, but we got it.
No problem. Olympus, I accept this message.
Alright, Ares, what have we got? We could also put attacks on our Doom. Or Doom effects deal more damage, but take a little bit longer to activate. That's interesting. Under Doom damage. I'm pretty sure I've seen an effect before from Ares that did something with our Doom as well. Like caused it to stack up if you hit with a few Doom attacks in a row. Because in general, we miss out a little bit on damage, because we attack really fast with Malfon Fists. Don't think I love it. I am kind of interested in Impending Doom, though. Yeah, I think this is how I'm gonna run with it this time around. It's very tempting, but we attack a little quickly to try and use that, some coins, but to try and use a Doom attack at this point in our run. I don't mind, yeah, I'm trying to use it a little more utility-like, so that I'm not wasting too much time. Like definitely Doom on those big boys, yeah. Oh my gosh. Not even close to landing with Doom anymore. Are my attacks really that slow? Or my damage output? Is Jury Summon's just not the way to go. How am I doing? Only up to 8.4%, and I'm guessing we're just about out of here. Okay. I have enough money to afford a boon, so let's head into our shop here. There it is. Excuse me, Theron, buddy. Okay. I love your attack. Even your call, though. Okay. Well, in that case... yeah, let's go with Divine Strike. I think I like the sound of that. Still can't give you anything? No. Okay. Well, still pretty much at full health, but definitely not at the Lamb King stacks we're used to.
I have been longing for a fair fight with you. Maybe that's why you signed the pact. To pity me.
I have my reasons. Pitying you isn't one of them. Although I guess you don't believe me, do you?
If it's punishment you want, how am I to say no?
Okay, here it goes. I guess I should also just stick my casts in there for now. It's kind of nice to just be able to shoot one of these off at all the enemies. Just make sure to tag every once in a while. Can't see anything. Nice. Well, the Doom works quite well against a single enemy for sure.
I did it.
Not too much to distract us. Kind of focus on just tagging with the Doom or run away. But okay. Any golden urns around? Looking pretty clear. Let's continue up, or make our way up, I guess. Just the start of the ascent.
That means the Fury Sisters are on better terms.
Well, I think I'm good with any of those. I don't think I'll sell anything either. Lamp Plume. A little bit lower than we're used to, but I think I'll hold on to it still for now. It's nice to have even that little bit of boost to our dodge just in case. And even the move speed helps us get between enemies and potentially get more stacks. Does mean that we may see a time some point in the future here where this run might not be quite as cut and dry as it's been so far in the heat levels. But as usual, I'm going to take just a tiny little break here, and then we'll continue on to Asphodel and see how this run progresses from there. I'll be back in just a moment, and I will see you soon.